Sairam students, let's begin with a new chapter of geography. Before knowing the name of the chapter, just have a look at these images. What did you notice on seeing these? Yes, these are the things which we use in our day-to-day life. For what do we use them? Can you tell me for what do we use them? Yes, for satisfying our needs. So, what do we call them? Yes, my dear children, we call them as resources. So, today we are going to start with the first chapter of geography, that is resources. Let's see the content of our chapter. Meaning of resource. What do you mean? In that, you are going to learn about what do you mean by resource. Then the next topic we are going to cover is value of resources. In that, we are going to learn how the resources are valuable to us. Then the next topic we'll be covering here is types of resources. In the types of resources, we'll be learning that resources are divided in three types. That is natural, human-made and human. Then further the classification of resources, natural resources are classified into different groups. So that we will be learning in detail in that. Then the next topic we'll be covering here is conservation of resources and sustainable development. So let's begin with the first topic, meaning of resource. Now, what is a resource? What do you mean by a resource? We have so many things surrounding us in nature. Now, even when you are sitting in the room, have a look. So many things are there in your surrounding. Yes, all these things which can be used to fulfill human needs, human desires, have been termed as resources. Here I have given you anything that can be used to satisfy a need is a resource. Yes, my dear students. Now, you can tell me, if I'll ask you which are the basic needs of human beings, what you will answer me? Yes, food, clothing and shelter. But apart from these three main basic needs, we also require many other materials, and all the materials which can be used to fulfill human needs, human desires, they can all be termed as resources. So, we have so many gifts of nature like air, water, soil, forest and minerals. Human beings has to utilize these to fulfill their needs. We require air to breathe, water to drink. So all these gifts of nature can be termed as natural resources. Apart from that, we also have created many materials to satisfy our needs, our demands and desires like buildings, bridges, dams, roads, etc. They all are used to satisfy human needs, demands and desires. So even they are considered to be man-made resources. Human beings too are a resource. Now you can ask me, how ma'am we all are resources, right? Because we have the ability, human beings have that ability to develop variety of skills, and these skills will help us to identify new resources that we use around us in nature, and also to find new uses for the existing resources. A thing becomes a resource only when its useful properties are recognized. Now let me give you one example here. Let's say coal and many minerals, okay? All these existed or not for millions of years on earth. We don't know, okay? But they were just considered useless materials of nature, right? Why these were called as a useless? Because these all became a resource only when men started discovering their useful properties. Understood? So we can say coal became a resource only when its fire producing properties can be recognized. So unless and until human skills have not utilized their knowledge to just change the thing into a resource, it cannot be done. So now coal, which is now considered as a very valuable resource, had value, right? Just it is not an ordinary rock, but now we can say it's an important Resource. Why? Because of its important properties. It has got the status as a resource. So, my dear students, what we understand by this is once a thing is recognized as resource, it acquires some kind of value, right? I hope you understood this. Now, further moving to the next topic, that is value of resources. Now, different resources are valued for different reasons. Let me explain you this. Some resources can be brought and sold, like rickshaw, books, and so on. They have some value, or they are so resources like water, electricity, which can be directly brought and sold also, but they are also utilized to make other variety of resources which can be brought and sold. For example, electricity is useful for making variety of goods which are consumed by the people. That is why resources like water, electricity also have some kind of value. Such resources are having economic value. When we say these resources are bought and sold, it means they have some kind of monetary value. You cannot get these free of cost, right? So that is the reason some resources can be bought or so can be used to make things that can be bought and sold. Some resources have economic value. I have given you here some examples. Apart from this, we can include many other things such as laptop, buildings I have shown you here, books, everything, crops, minerals, so many things are there. Everything is included in that. If not available, see, for all these things are not available free of cost, or we have to pay some monetary value for it, right? So we can say all these resources have some economic value. But there is one more need of human being, and that is the need for pleasure. So the things that gives us pleasure are also given the status as resources. So everything surrounding us in nature, like mountains, deserts, plateaus, plains, valleys, lakes, hill stations, beautiful beaches, all these places give us very important pleasure, and that is why we call them as resources. So such resources do not have economic value, but it definitely has aesthetic value. So children, water, electricity, rickshaw, vegetable, textbook, everything that something they have in common, right? They have all been used by you. So they have utility. So what is the meaning of utility here? Utility or usability is what makes an object or substance a resource, right? Now the next thing that question comes to your mind, how does something become a resource, right? Then I explained you about that. Its use or utility gives it a value. As I told you, all resources have some value. Either they have economic value or aesthetic value. So value, what is the meaning of value here? Value means worth, right? Okay, then next we saw here some resources can become economically valuable with time. Now suppose I can give you an example, your grandmother's home remedies, right? We have seen our grandmother keeps on giving us many suggestions not to eat like this, not to do that way, but hardly we believe on her, right? Because we don't know the importance of that things, and that home remedies have no commercial value today, right? But if that same remedies, if they are patented and sold by a medical firm, they could become economically valuable. Now what is the meaning of patent here? Patent means the exclusive right over an idea or invention. Okay, so we can say time and technology are two important factors that can change substance into resources. How both are related to the needs of the people. People themselves are most important resource. This is what we saw. Human being itself is a very important resource. It is their ideas, knowledge, inventions, and discoveries that lead to the creation of more resources. Each discovery or invention leads to many others. So we have seen the example of coal here. One more we can say the discovery of fire led to the practice of cooking and other processes, while the invention of the wheel ultimately resulted in development of new modes of transport. The technology to create hydroelectricity has turned energy in fast flowing water into an important resource. So we can say time and technology are the two important factors that can change substance into resources. Now I have, for your reference, I have shared the textbook pages here with you. Now let's have a quick recap of what we have learned, the important points that we have learned in the first topic, that is meaning as well as its value of resources, right? What did we see in this? What is the meaning of resource? Anything that can be used to satisfy a human need is a resource, right? This is what you have learned in this. And then we saw about the utility, the meaning of utility. That is, utility or usability is what makes an object or substance a resource, right? Then we saw about the value of it, how it gets the value. Its use or utility gives it's a value, right? Then we saw about the economic value as well as about the aesthetic value, right? Then after that we learned that time and technology are the two important factors that can change substances into resources, correct? We know human beings are one of the most important resources. With their abilities, with their ideas, with their knowledge, human being can really create the new resources. Whichever is existing one can be created as a new one, right? So this is what we have learned in the today's topic. So children, hope you have understood the topic very well. Now an activity is given to you here. Write few resources that you can see in your surroundings. Whatever you can see, keep write all the resources which you feel. Look outside the window, whatever you can see, include that things also in this, okay? And the second one I have asked you here, write four resources which have a aesthetic value, which doesn't have economic value but have aesthetic value, as I gave you the example of grandmother's remedies, right? Similar to that, you have to think and write the four resources. So see you in the next session. Till then, take care.